Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're finally back with another album ranking series video where I go through all the Beatles albums, UK discography, and rank all my favorite songs in order from least favorite to my most favorite. And this episode is going to be on A Hard Day's Night album, the first album with all original songs written by the Beatles. And this one was probably the first one that was really hard to rank. I say this is probably my favorite early Beatles era album for sure, and then it seems like I pull this one out quite a bit. Just kind of when I'm listening to records and don't really quite know what I want to listen to, I always kind of go back to the Hard Day's Night album, and I always enjoy it. So we're going to start with number 13, and it is also the last song on the album, which is I Will Be Back. I don't really know why they had this as the ending track. I mean, guessing I'll be back, and they'll be back for another album, I guess. It just doesn't really do much for me, especially for the previous two albums ending off with like a higher, John Lennon, like higher paced rock and roll kind of a feel to end off the album, but this was a kind of a bit of a change, and I don't know, just I'd rather have You Can't Do That ending it off, and maybe I'll Be Back as the last song of side one, something like that. But yeah, I just never really seemed to enjoy it being the last song of the album, so that's why I have it at number 13. And I'll also be showing now I'll be showing some records that I have in my collection that kind of represent the song the best I can. Most of them are going to be 45s, but I have a couple Hard Day's Night albums I'm going to show for some songs that weren't necessarily on singles. So we're going to start off with an album here. I'm just going to show a first pressing UK Hard Day's Night in mono, and it's on the chubby font of the Parlophone, yellow Parlophone. And number 12 is Anytime at All. And sometimes I can't really just quite explain why I have them ranked in this order, because I enjoy all of these songs. It's just I have a bunch of other songs that I just enjoy a little bit more. And Anytime at All just kind of fell down the ranks, it seemed. So I still enjoy all of these songs a lot, and I tell you, this was the hardest one so far in the series that I'm doing to rank. And next up for number 11 we have I'll Cry Instead, and this is a 1971 Apple reissue on the Apple label, and it's I'll Cry Instead, and then we'll talk about the other song as we go on and later in the video. And the next two songs actually came in one single in the United States and also in some other countries. And for number 10 I have If I Fell and I Love Her. And I know these songs are pretty popular, and again, I get these songs stuck in my head all the time. It's just they're a little bit of a slower type songs and ballads, and I prefer kind of the more rock and roll side over the slower songs. Again, I enjoy these songs a lot. It's just kind of where they fell. So what I have, this is a picture sleeve from Greece, and has a pretty cool old style Parlophone label, and it's purple. So I have number 10 is If I Fell, and number 9 is And I Love Her. So I always like the picture on this one a lot. And there's the back. Alright. So now we jump all the way to number 8. And I expected this one to be higher up, because I always kind of thought it was like the underrated song on this album is When I Get Home. And I thought I would put it higher on the list personally, but again, I couldn't really put it over the next the next 7 songs. But I really enjoy this song a lot, and I don't really hear about it get talked a whole lot. And for this one, I have an album to show. This is a French copy of A Hard Day's Night. This is a repressing from 1974 on this kind of light blue label, Odeon label. Sorry, I got covered by the sticker there. But yeah, if this was an original pressings of these French copies, has a little beat up there, or getting very expensive. So I just kind of like it for the different cover. Alright, moving along for 7 and 6, we have another one that came on as a single, and if you can guess, it is, I have number 7 as Can't Buy Me Love, and number 6 as You Can't Do That, and I have one of the rarest commercially issued picture sleeves in the United States, and very happy to have this in my collection. I really enjoy both of these songs. You Can't Do That just kind of edges it out. I really like the cowbell and kind of the beat it has, and maybe it's just because Can't Buy Me Love is another great song. I just kind of hear that a lot more. Maybe I'm burnt out of it. I really try not to have that influence, but sometimes it just kind of is what it is. But yeah, so there it is again. Alright, so now we're down to the top 5, and this one, I pretty much knew what I had for number 1, but these next 4s were kind of tough to kind of put together, so these could probably really go in any order. But for number 5, it's going to be the title track, which is A Hard Day's Night. This 45 is from the Netherlands from 1964 on the black Parlophone label. It's a nice picture there. These came in like different color variants as well, so this is the orange one. And next up we have the B-side. And I guess I grouped these singles inadvertently, I guess, but which is Things We Said Today. I really kind of like, again, kind of like almost a darker Beatles song. It kind of like, it goes against your average kind of love song, I guess. Anyway, this one's from Germany. It's from 1976, I believe. Yeah. And it's kind of a repressing on this kind of light green label. And, yeah, kind of just a miniature version of A Hard Day's Night on the red background instead of blue. So I thought that was a pretty cool cover there. And this one kind of surprised me of how high I put it at. I don't know, I like this is the George Harrison song, I'm Happy Just to Dance With You. I always liked the song, and I have this the US picture sleeve here. A little bit tougher one to find for sure, and in good shape as well. Alrighty, so we're down to the last 2, and yeah, so the next one, number 2, is Tell Me Why, and this is a UK export pressing of If I Fell and Tell Me Why. Again, I can't really explain why I have it at number 2 at the moment. It's kind of drawn a blank, but again, I just really enjoy the song whenever it comes on. Nothing more to say about that. And if you're following along, you should know what number 1 is, and it's I Should Have Known Better. This is the US picture sleeve here, and they put it at the B-side in the United States of I Should Have Known Better, and I pretty much think that this is kind of just the Beatles' early sound. If you kind of think of, for me personally, like a Beatles styled song, it just kind of has everything to it for me, and I always enjoy the movie scene with them in the train car. That was always kind of a classic moment of the movie for me that I always really enjoyed, and I enjoy the harmonica and the vocals done by John, and so yeah, this was a pretty tough ranking for me. We have probably going to one of my favorite early Beatles albums, so probably my least favorite early Beatles album might even be my least favorite Beatles album in their whole discography, which was Beatles for Sale, and I hope to get that out a little bit sooner. I know I had kind of have a bit of a bigger gap in between with the Beatles and A Hard Day's Night, but I kind of finally got everything set up with all I wanted to show, and let me know what your favorite songs are from this album, and see what you're looking forward to next, and for Beatles for sale. So thanks for watching. I got a couple items here piling up for a Beatles update video, hopefully sometime soon, so look out for that, and thanks for watching.